Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions, and we've got another Hitman 2 video. We're doing two challenges again from Miami, and they're both called The Message and Doctor 47. We're going to start undercover as a medic, and the first thing we're going to do is get a modern lethal syringe. What we're going to do is poison Sierra Knox to kill her. So we're going to pick up a key off the desk, and we're going to use it on this cabinet here. So once you get a chance, use the key and just pick up the syringe from inside. Once you've done that, we're going to go outside here, we're going to pick up a baseball, we're going to pull a pistol out, and we're going to shoot two things. We've got a camera there we're going to shoot, and we're just going to walk around here and shoot that generator. So, it might take two shots like me, it might take one if you're better. What we're going to do now is get the baseball out, and the guy who's coming out, we're going to throw the baseball at him when he goes for the generator. The reason we got to knock him out is fairly simple, he's an enforcer. If we don't knock him out, we can't complete the kill. So make sure you knock him out. So turn the generator back on and put him in this little dumpster here. Once you've done that, we've got to knock out a Kronstadt racer. So he's just going to be in the bathroom right now. We're going to use sedative pills in his drink. Now, there is an argument that you could actually throw the baseball at him whilst he's in the bathroom and you haven't got anything to worry about. My argument to that is, it's a long distance to drag the body, and if anyone just happens to glance in here, you get caught. So for me, I'd rather put sedatives into his drink and just try and knock him out that way. It is all your call though. It all depends if you value sedative pills. They weren't that popular in the first game, but I actually saw a use for it this time, considering drag distance essentially. So, like I say, it's your call. You could always shut the bathroom door if you just wanted to knock him out in there, but I just found this easier. So, like I say, once he's sedated, just drag him in this closet. All we've got to do now, because the race is going to be over any time now, so what we're going to do is shoot a camera out. There isn't actually a great need to do it now. The reason why I want to do it now, though, is that it's in this tunnel, and if we don't do it now, there will be more NPCs there later. So it's about weighing up the risk, if you like. Do you want to try and take a shot at a camera when there are people around or when it's empty? I know which one I prefer, but honestly it's your call. I actually take a second chance at this point, which is I decided to go for the surveillance in general. Now, you don't need to do this, but this was my attempt at trying to do multiple things at once, but you can decide if you like this. I would actually appreciate if you leave a comment and tell me what you think. So I did shoot that camera out, but in the end it proved worthless because I got caught by a camera there, and because of that I ignored this camera here as well. But the point is, I'm going to take out the surveillance. So, like I say, the question I would ask is, was it worth going here now? Because I've also bought in with a smuggle point a lockpick, and the reason I bought the lockpick is for the second kill, for Robert's kill. So again, it's all depending on, is it worth going here now, or should I have done it when I went to kill Robert? It's debatable. I'm quite happy with how this route turned out, but if any of you say, you know what, you should have gone for Robert and got all this stuff when you went for him, I can completely see where you were coming from. So let me know, because I am curious. So we're going to walk in here, we're going to shoot the surveillance, and all we've got to do then is leave. So actually I decided not to shoot the surveillance because I thought he won't actually hear if I just destroy it manually. So I thought I'll take the extra seconds just to delete the recording by hand, and then I can just walk out. So I'll go to the red van, I pick up the briefcase because that's where the lockpick is. For some reason the briefcase has to come along, it can't just be that you're storing a lockpick in there. And from here what we're going to do is just go back the way we came. The reason I'm doing that is, I'm going for reliability again, and I just believe this is the more reliable route to get to where I want to be. I could have gone out the way on the left, as it were. I'm going to assume that was east or west, one of the two. But the way I see it is, I could have ended up just going the long route there. So I thought, go this way. I know there's more chance I'll be able to get to the medical hut or the medical bay. So I've lockpicked that door, and I'm pretty much back to where I started now. I am on the wrong side. I was a bit confused because I am still adjusting to Miami, I will admit. I haven't even been in the garage yet, so that's something I need to have a look around. But yeah, once I was in here, it was pretty simple what I needed to do. This NPC was being a little bit annoying. I was actually worried she was going to become suspicious of me just because she was trying to walk into me. But the idea is you have to make an announcement on the tannoy to get Sierra Knox to come to you. Pick that up as well, just because you get extra points for intel. And I was actually in good timing. Sierra was quite nearby, so she started walking towards us, and she was, like I said, she was very nearby, so it didn't take any time at all to start the challenge. So in that sense, I am glad I took the detour, because I think it was, again, worth it for that reason. So yeah, going back in this room, I'm just going to drop the briefcase, just because if I don't, I think it just slows things down a little bit later on. So Sierra's coming in. She's just wanting a vitamin update or something like that. It was some weird reason why she decided to have an injection. So yeah, just lead her in here. The NPC who I thought was going to get suspicious, she does follow in as well. And essentially all you got to do is plug the IV into her, and she lets you do it, so all you got to do is accept the prompt. You could actually leave at that point. You could just let Sierra carry on warbling to herself and there would be no problem. But I actually just did like the idea of seeing the kill to the end. So yeah, she does come across as a little bit arrogant, but there was one thing I actually did like about it. When 47's telling her what's in the vitamins, or at least in the IV, he does tell her that there's something poisonous in. And even though she sort of brushes it off and says, oh, it's fast and efficient, that's the way I like it, she does call him on the fact that he's poisoning her. So yeah, I like that. It's a smart NPC. She doesn't do anything about it, obviously, but yeah, I do like it. It's just the idea that she was a little bit brainy. You know, not brainy enough not to get poisoned, but you know, maybe a last second she was thinking, oh. So yeah, just a little bit of character development. I did like that. So I'm standing by the door. She's going to drop dead any second now. And yeah, as soon as she's dead, I'm walking off. But yeah, she's keeling over, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is taking longer than I thought. There we go, she's dead. So now she's gone, we're going to pick the briefcase up again. It's not necessarily that we need the briefcase. I think I actually just bring it along for bringing it along's sake. You know, I didn't actually use it. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm going to the other side of the map pretty much to start the Robert kill. And I do wish I could do this another way, but it'd be going out of my way to try and do it another way. So yeah, we've got a bit of a jog on our hands. I thought I was running late at this point because the mascot on a previous take had been further behind. So I thought, what's going to happen? But there were no negative side effects, so if you see the mascot in that position, I'd say you're doing alright, just like I was. I think that's just because I took my time getting back from the surveillance and deleting that, so again, I wouldn't worry. This bit slowed me down. I was trying to take a shortcut through the parking structure and I got lost. It's an area I haven't really explored. So I was walking this way and thinking, okay, it's going to be somewhere around here. But I just couldn't remember where the long entrance was. And the best thing I can advise you to do is look north, because north is pretty much where the start of the map is. So yeah, if you're struggling, just do what I've said now and look for north and you should find your route. I mean, I turned right here and I just happened to find my way, so yeah, hopefully you won't get lost like I did there. Once you get to the top of this very long looking stretch of parking road, what we're going to do is go through a lock gate, hence why we bought the lockpick. There's a crowbar nearby, so you don't necessarily need to bring a lockpick, but if you've got one in your inventory, I don't see why you wouldn't bring it. So here we go, we're going to lockpick this. This is also part of the reason why we took out the cameras, because there is one just ahead that will catch you trespassing. So we're going to go up these stairs to the overpass, and we're going to go up to the top floor pretty much. It's pretty much actually where the helipad is as well, which is going to be the exit this level. We go through this door, and we're going to just have a little look, just see if there are any NPCs or enforcers looking, and as soon as we know it's clear, we're going through this window. The briefcase is dropped at this point, it's a sign we didn't use it. So climb up here, and this is actually where we're going to commit the Robert kill. But to do that, we're going to need a disguise, because it is possible to kill him silent assassin suit only. I've seen a video to prove that, but I'm not comfortable using that route personally, especially when you don't need to. So what I did is, I threw a coin, and then I activated the tap. Now, my advice would be do it the other way around. Turn the tap on, then throw the coin. because as you're going to see in a second, the enforcer that I'm trying to lure, he comes to collect the coin, but he turns around before the tap actually starts acting as a distraction, so I ended up having to throw a second coin. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it just slows your route down a little bit. So say this took 12-13 minutes, it could have been 10-11. It's just small margins if you're looking for a better score. But as you can see, he comes to investigate the coin. I open both doors, well, I open the big door just to make sure he can hear the tap, and as soon as he's picked up the coin, he actually recognises that the tap's overflowing. So as soon as he does that, we're going to throw the baseball at him as soon as he's turned the tap off. If you do it any sooner, although it's unlikely, there is a chance an NPC could come in to turn the tap off. And even though we're going to drag him into this room 47's hiding in, you just don't want NPCs getting close to unconscious bodies, do you? So as you can see, throw the baseball, and all we got to do is drag the body and change disguise. It's actually a pretty fun challenge from this point because it's a little bit easier than the challenge would make out. I mean, I have read up on a few of the challenges now just to make sure I'm getting a good grip of what I'm doing. And with this one, it makes out that you need to use a dongle. And I think to actually activate a computer that we've got to lure Robert with. And I can't help but think that the simplest solution is what has been suggested online, which is just shooting the laptop. I can understand why maybe they wanted to do it the clever way as such, but to be honest, that's a load of messing about when you don't need it. So I was also good with the timing here in the sense that Robert was very close, so he goes straight there to investigate. Not to mention, the position of the assault rifle is good in that it lures Robert's bodyguard away pretty much instantly. I was a bit concerned because I think what happens is, because I'm in the room at this point, Robert thinks I've left the gun, which I have obviously, and usually that means, okay, you pick it up. But the guard didn't react in that way. So whilst Robert overlooks it and just walks past it, the guard sees it for the first time again and goes to pick it up. So it sort of worked, although it was a very close call. At this point, what I do is do what I did with Florida Man in the last video. I place a coin down. It didn't work in this instance, so I'll try it again. And Robert will go to pick it up. At that point, all you got to do is push him off the ledge, and it's an easy accident kill. So yeah, two simple kills in my opinion. This one was slightly more convoluted in the sense that I had to think how to get a good disguise, but once you've done it, it's fine. So yeah, all we've got to do now is get to the alley pad, and with it being the first time I've been on this floor, I hadn't got a clue which way I was going, so I did start going that way, and then I thought, oh hang on, maybe it's this way and maybe it's that way, so yeah, I did wander around for about 30 seconds, but hey-oh, that's what happens when you play a game for the first time. So, whilst I'm doing that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, could you please leave it a like? And if you're enjoying Hitman 2 and Hitman 2 videos, could you subscribe to the channel, because there'll be plenty more coming and I'd like to keep entertaining you. Other than that, all I've got to say is thank you for watching again. I hope to see you again soon. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions, and I'll leave you with 47 exiting Miami. Bye for now.